the only thing I felt like we talked about was quintuplets, wasn't it?
Well, we kind of mentioned it because of the game.
We discussed what it's going to look like in the future, which we already know, but we didn't really talk about the episode.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
This is definitely a Miku episode for you, even though nothing was accomplished.
What do you mean? They're all, the sisters don't hate each other anymore. They're the power of friendship.
At this point, it's the power of sisterhood.
Well, yeah. I wanted to say that, but then I didn't want to make the joke about sisterhood pants.
You just have to bring that up.
You love me.
No, I don't. I tolerate you.
I don't hear a difference.
I don't hear a difference.
Go ahead.
I lost my thought now.
Well,
can we all just decide the girl who he met as elementary kids?
It's now 2 girls now that we know.
It could have been only just one. How could it be different people?
You don't remember, like, he was waiting in the room and then like a random sister came up and walked in and they were playing cards.
And then that was Ichika from what was happening in that situation.
Yeah, that was Ichika.
Yeah, and then the girl he actually met was talking to the sisters and saying, "Look what we did." He technically met 2 of the sisters that day.
So what's the Yotsuba? Because
Yotsuba was the first one, the one that they spent all day with. Ichika
that was
the second one they met with, that he stayed inside playing cards with.
Okay.
He met 2 different sisters that day.
Jesus Christ.
So Ichika wasn't lying when she met him. She just used the story to be like that was all her, but it wasn't all her. It was like partly her.
Yeah.
You good?
No, I'm not good.
It's giving me a headache.
It is.
Fucking quintuplets.
I know he almost like wanted to fucking throw a rock whenever like that kiss scene came up.
Yeah.
I wasn't here for that, but I felt a disturbance in the force.
What kiss scene?
The bell.
Oh, because I already knew what the fuck it was. It was already determined from the very first episode it was gonna be. And you cannot deny it. It was already predetermined from the very first fucking scene or who we first met.
Damn, I triggered something.
Because we all want different things to happen, but it's not gonna happen.
There's a different sister, and at the end of the day, I'm right.
Okay, yeah, we got to that conclusion. But it will always be Itsuki.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
There is already a video up on Crunchyroll, because like I do watch the occasional clips of labeling it as Miku's confession when she said, "I love everything," and then up goes Futaro and she says, "I love you."
Well, she was like, "I love my sisters."
Yeah.
After that too, so it was just kind of like,
got him.
It was one of those like,
you got fucking pranked, bro.
I love you, but nope, I love my sisters too because I knew they were behind the wall the entire time.
Yeah.
This anime is confusing, and it's just even talking about it's giving me a headache.
That's what happens with twins.
Yeah, these ain't twins.
Well, it's the closest thing.
Okay, moving on.
Yep.
Attack on Titan.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, we got both episodes because of what happened last week.
Yeah, so we have last week's episode and this week's episode.
Last week's was better than this week's.
They were both 1 week.
Well, technically.
Well, yes. They both came on the same day. So Eren is just full-blown villain now.
Yep. Yeah, he told Mikasa he fucking hates her.
Ever since the beginning, he's hated her.
Yep.
Because she was just a puppet. She never had her own freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going a bit, I mean,
he won't kill Armin or Mikasa. He can't do it as much as he says he hates them.
He sure beat the crap out of Armin, though.
Oh, yeah, that fight was intense. Even though it's more like a one-sided
Yeah, I was
fight.
going to say, that's not a fight. It was a fucking beatdown. Unfortunately, Armin still can't fight for shit.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. But like even how deep he got, like saying you're basically not you anymore. You are you and this person that was the previous Titan.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like
I won't hold it against you if you can't pronounce his name because fuck that fucking name.
Berthart?
Are you sure that's how it's not? Because I swear to God.
Well,
is that the Dove version? Is that why?
Yeah, Reiner and Berthart, and they'd say Berthart and
You see, that
sub.
still doesn't even sound right.
You want me to pull it up? I can do that.
Well, I know, but
I trust you.
can. Yeah, you're fine with it, but to me, it's like that still doesn't really like.
It doesn't sound.
Even
like
even if it says in English, it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, can we just call him Bert?
Yeah.
Why can't we just call him Bert?
Well, I don't know Japanese. Why do you think I speak it?
What?
You speak English and redneck English. Don't give me that shit.
What the fuck is redneck English?
You know exactly what that is.
I know what you're going to say.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
As a member of the redneck community, what the fuck, brother?
But with this episode, that's basically all it really was. Or that last episode.
Yeah.
It was just mostly like him talking to everybody and kind of moving forward with his plan.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't kill Gabby. Like, he knew she was the one who did it that killed Sasha.
Yeah, well, like, even though he knew, he was just like, all you do is bitch and moan about dying and death and this, that, and the other. He's like, honestly, just shut up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was like, if we wanted to kill you, we would have already done it, basically. That's how that's what I gathered from that scene.
Mm-hmm.
What about the scene with the
sergeant?
Yeah.
Well, drill sergeant, technically.
Yeah, dude.
You guys' ass fucking whooped.
He did? I was like, what the hell?
It feels like all his efforts were just like, so what?
Yeah.
Well, basically. But, like, even everyone was like, he's so stuck in the past. He's like, everyone's like, we're not fighting Titans anymore. Like, we're fighting humans and Titans.
Yeah, but if I remember right from the training, they did have a small little, I want to say class of, like, hand-to-hand combat, basically.
Oh, yeah, we got to see that in the first season.
Yeah.
Like, we got to see the hand-to-hand combat and the rifle using and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like, how... The only thing that would make sense for Attack on Titans for that is if you join the police region.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're dealing with civilians.
Which if I'm thinking right, they're probably under, like, super strict deal because of, like, what happened with the MPs technically, like, years ago.
Yeah.
With last season.
Yeah, like, they're really strict right now, but it's just, like, besides that, you got your two soldiers. It's just you got the ones that protect the wall and then the one who scouts beyond the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, since you're fighting Titans, it's like, how often are you really going to use hand-to-hand combat?
Yeah, that's true. The worst they can do is just add, like, another year to the 3-year training for against technically Eldians. Is that what you call them? I know it's Marleyans, but, like, I forgot. I know it starts with an E, whatever else they call them.
Eldians.
Eldians, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, until we got to this season, there was really no reason for hand-to-hand unless you're in the police region.
Yeah.
But this week episode, which was technically supposed to be this week.
Mm-hmm. Disappointing. I'm just going to say that. Very unnecessary.
I kind of had a feeling that he didn't betray his country, though, and joined with everybody else.
Yeah.
Like, I had a feeling, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt until this episode is exactly like what we're waiting for actually happen.
Yeah, but we could also do without the scenes of, like, how Zeke, like, turned his parents in. Like, we already knew how that was. All that became is now we saw Zeke's side of it instead of the father's side of it.
Yeah.
That was incredibly pointless to me. And we never got to see technically the last generation of the Beast Titan. We saw the user, but not the Beast Titan form itself, because all Titans are basically different forms, where they're, like, different users.
Yeah, which was disappointing, because I was really hoping to get to see his. But we kind of get to see why he was the way he was. Like, I guess, kind of actually get to see, like, a true father figure to him.
Yeah.
To where he's not completely screwed up in the head.
He's playing catch with him. Dad's
Good
still
old
out
American
getting that.
baseball.
Dad's still out getting milk.
Yeah. I really didn't have anything for the episode besides Levi having to kill his entire squad.
Yeah, that was dark. That's like old Levi back, like season 1.
Yeah.
Levi.
Because besides that, when he fought the Beast Titan, the Beast Titan actually had something covering his neck.
A little barnacle looking thing.
Yeah.
That's just normal hardening.
Yeah.
Dude, the spike launch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he should have been dead. I'm sorry. That should have been the end of it.
Well, I mean, they can regenerate pretty well.
Well, yeah, but 3 or 4.
I don't remember how much.
But right there in the face. He should have been dead. I'm sorry.
Well, that's kind of how... Wasn't it last season that Reiner had like a spear practically in his mouth whenever the Mikasa fought him?
Well, yeah, but they're technically here, not here.
Yeah.
So he was protected, but like here, directly where you're at, in front of your face, like...
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I get because of plot, but it's like, no, he should be done. Like, that should have been right where you ended it with him. It's like, okay, now let's move on.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. I don't think they should have dove too much to a backstory. With
At this point of the time, no.
The second to last episode, there was no reason. This season, there should not be any backstory, except for now, since technically it is like 3 years in the future from season 3. There shouldn't be as much backstory as there was second to last episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this next episode they should do it, give it a break so the manga can get to wherever it needed to be at, and then basically finish within like a season 4 part 2.
They're at this point, I think it's starting to look like they're going to end it in their own version.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying.
Well, the worst they could do, and I think this will be the smartest thing to do, is make the last episode a real finale. Like make it instead like a 30-minute episode, an hour-long episode. Because like you said, they're like 30, 40 chapters of the manga behind Ghost.
Yeah.
Like 25 or between 25 and 30 chapters behind.
Yeah.
Even that, make it like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Just do like a short film, basically, or like an actual movie.
Because essentially in the last episode, which is next week, we're going to have the final fight.
Yeah.
They have to do an after-action deal because that's what they normally do, like sometime after the battle of like the future.
Yeah, just like how everyone's going and that survived, basically.
Yeah. So it just comes down to like they have to cram so much in an episode. In my eyes, it makes more sense making it an hour-long episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It should be like an hour and a half, to be honest, but we'll see what they do.
And they can do that. Attack on Titan is one of the biggest animes. People waited, what, fucking years for season 2?
Oh my god.
So they can absolutely do it.
Yeah, they could.
And they're basically ending like one of the biggest animes that I remember a few weeks ago we were talking about it's rivaling Full Metal Alchemist for what again?
First anime in the world. Like first place, the top anime in the world.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I think right now Full Metal Alchemist still sits by 1.
Yeah.
1. That's all it's holding.
We have one episode to dethrone them.
Well, I don't really have much room to talk because I love both animes, but
I mean, I've seen
Full Metal
both.
Alchemist I definitely would still stick by.
Yeah. I've seen both. I'm with you on that, but like the final season of Attack on Titan is like kind of for me compared to like the first 3.
Yeah, like honestly the first 2 were like the best because the bar was here.
Yeah, and it just kept getting higher.
Yeah, the third one it got higher, then the fourth one it felt like it definitely dropped below the first one.
Yeah.
Because it was just kind of like, okay, it's like you guys dropped down, you guys are not really doing too much towards this, and it's like, it's almost to the point that you all have given up.
Yeah.
But that's all I really have.
Okay, I just did a little quick lookup. They just ended on chapter 114.
Okay. And
I'm just letting you know.
yeah, I thought you were going to add more.
So what? That's about 30 to 40 episodes
That's like 20.
or chapters.
That's 20.
Sorry.
That's 20.
Well, the anime ends on chapter 75. That's next week's episode.
Well, no, I'm talking about for manga. Like, yeah, they still
Yeah,
have
the manga.
like they still have like all of that. But like I said, like you said, they're either gonna make like an hour long version of that one, or
they'll do a 30-minute
either
bundle.
Either that, or they're gonna have to like cut most of this shit in half, and like somehow, or just make up their own ending at this point.
The thing they can do, and a lot of animes are doing this, is add a what they call OVA episode that's exclusive to the technically DVD or Blu-ray versions, where you get it. It has a 25th episode within the season that it does a little bit more explaining of the after action of the season.
Yeah.
Which I can see them doing that, but I would really not like that, because then that means we have to wait till it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, pick it up, and then scan through the entire season just for the one episode.
Yeah.
And anime seasonal things is not cheap. They're like $40 minimum most of the time when they fresh get on the shelves.
Yeah. I remember that because I was looking at the Dragon Ball Z movies, and they were like $50, $60 a piece, and that was like 3 to 5 movies a box.
Yeah, I actually, I'm pretty proud of this. I own officially all My Hero Academia seasons and movies. It's expensive.
I know. I was looking at the Dragon Ball stuff, and
yeah,
I don't even want to talk about it. That's how bad it is. Moving on. Digimon. Just go ahead and hurry up and get it out of the way. This one was just kind of a filler episode. It was cool though.
Yeah.
It definitely wasn't like just it felt like a filler and nothing was going on. It definitely was.
It wasn't as stupid as potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was just.
Did you eat your French fries?
What?
Did you eat your French fries with your burger, boy?
I did.
All right, good. I won't call the cops on you this time.
Jesus.
Well, this one, it was mostly a Tai and Sora like team up on this one.
Wait. Who?
Or not Sora.
No, that was right. Who was the other one?
Tai Chi, whatever.
Okay.
He's just questioning all of the Japanese names.
I swear to God, at this point, I can make a YouTube video compilation of all the names you've gotten wrong.
I wouldn't doubt it.
You're going to start off with my favorite when he calls himself Ghostblade.
Freaking thousands of views right there.
We'll do that at the end of the year. Like we'll do something special of all of our fuck ups throughout this year.
Man,
that would be. That's something
Let's
you can
do that. Yeah,
dude, I was editing that video or that episode where I accidentally called myself Ghostblade, and I was just like, I was watching myself, and I was like, yeah,
I can't fix this.
It's like it's already there.
We're definitely doing that. End of the year, we're not talking about anime. We're just going to have a video of our fuck ups.
Like, all right, here's a special video.
Yep, we'll give you a break from our bullshit with more bullshit.
We'll have to start breaking each individual episode up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of work. But it was a team up between them because they were both like soccer club leaders. And what was this Digimon called?
Oh, see, forgot because I didn't give a shit.
Well, basically.
Wait, are you talking about the bad one or the little ones?
The bad one. The one that almost looked like a dragon.
Yeah, I did not give too much of a shit to remember.
With this one, it was like a dragon Digimon. And it was basically taking like smaller Digimon and turning them into fruit, I guess.
I think they were called Flymon?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because they almost looked like what's the pink one?
Piomon?
Yeah. They almost looked like her, but they were pink and green. And they were like, they could fly, but they're always like, flying's tough for us. So they were like constantly complaining about it.
Basically, they're useless. And they needed the heroes to do their work for them.
Yeah. This one wasn't really that much.
Honestly, the only thing that was that was like a little awe-shocking is that there was almost a little bit of cannibalism almost happened.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Yes.
The Digimon almost ate the fruit because some fell towards where they're at with the Digidestineds. They're like, oh, fruit, let's eat it. And everyone's like, no. Let's see where this is coming from first.
I was the one, I'm like, a fruit falls out of the sky and nobody's going to question it. We're just going to eat it. Okay. Sure.
Hard with a chance of meatballs. Let's go.
Fuck that. The fucking crash impact created a fucking hole of a crater.
Just see fucking Officer Earl coming down yelling Flintlock word. Flintlock wood. My chest hair is tingling. Oh, shit.
Only You Weekly.
What? That's a good movie. I don't care what you say. Both of them.
I know they were. I'm not going to deny that one.
So yeah, they saved everybody. They won the day with soccer. Blah blah blah. Okay.
Yeah, it's basically what the episode was. And we're probably going to have like 3 more fillers in this. So, Baruto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want me to say? I'm not going to sit here and say it's a filler because.
No, it definitely wasn't a filler, but like
it felt like in the beginning a little bit until like the halfway point.
Yeah, well, I guess we kind of get to see the Vessel a little bit more as like an actual character.
Why will you not call him by his damn name?
Because I'm never going to be able to pronounce it.
Oh.
Say it.
No, I'm going to butcher it just even worse than any other name I've butchered. So no, I'm going to call him the Vessel and just fucking deal with it.
You bring shame to this. Go to your shame corner.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's a bad thing. I know what you do in that corner.
Wow. You think of so little of me.
That's okay. You're like Boruto. You still call it a purple hair girl class rep still.
Well, that's what she's known by. I'm like, if I heard her name more often, then I could actually call her by her actual name.
But yeah, since everyone keeps fucking calling her
class
class rep,
rep.
yeah.
It's like, okay, class rep. Because that's just what she's known as.
I got a name. No, you don't. Class rep. Says right there in your ID. What the fuck? It does.
It's just like some of the old characters. It's like they end up having a nickname, and then it's like you end up saying their nickname instead of their actual name because it's more. You can remember that easier.
Yeah.
So, he's the Vessel. You could slap me, whatever.
Until you watch it in dub, and then you hear it in dub, which I know you will do.
Whenever they decide to catch up.
You got like 2 years?
Exactly.
Maybe. I don't know Naruto's timeline on that.
Baruto?
Baruto, yeah. Same thing.
No.
It's the spawnling of one.
Well, this is true, but 2 different shows, technically.
That's true. Actually, technically, it's Boruto Naruto's Next Generation, so the name's still in the title. Bam.
You really went that far, didn't you?
I did.
But he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. It's just... Whatever. I'm not even going to continue with that one. But since we got a little off track of this episode... With this one, I guess you could kind of say we get to see a little bit of his character development.
Yeah, he falls in love with the class rep, obviously, and he gets a pet dog.
Yeah. He's not just all about destruction, basically. It's like he does have a little bit of...
Oh, man, you mean the kid with the deep sadness inside him? Oh, yeah, I feel
Master
bad.
Skywalker, why are you shooting energy? Oh, fuck.
Yes, we all must feel bad for the kid. Oh, my God.
I'm just talking about the episode.
What about when Naruto adopted him?
That was just
finally,
weird.
I have the son I always wanted.
That was just weird, to be honest. But it's not uncommon for Naruto to do that either, so... We gotta become friends with everybody.
Power of friendship is bullshit. Power of violence is the key.
In some anime, yes.
Yes.
Just like what we got in fucking Skate Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
I guess do we just want to go to that next?
We can.
Since we already said it.
Mm-hmm.
Geez, good job.
This episode was good.
Yes.
It's definitely keeping up the hype with every episode.
Yep.
So do you think Ricky's finally starting to get more
Ricky.
Ricky. Sounds the same.
No, it fucking does not. That was perfectly timed.
It was.
But what were you about to say about Reki?
Do you guys think that he's gained more self-confidence than what we saw him in the last few episodes?
You mean a crying little
especially-
bitch?
Oh, I guess.
I think that was the whole point of the episode, yes.
Yeah.
He's back to himself again.
Well, yeah. And then we finally get to see Adam actually...
All I saw was power of friendship is actually able to deny. What Adam call it? The love smack kiss?
Full swing kiss.
Full swing kiss. The power of friendship is deny kissing.
Honestly, it was just...
He's like, you think you're going to win with one fluke, and then he just shows up out of nowhere for that.
Yeah.
I just love seeing Adam just fail and just trip. It's like, but of course he had to fucking win in the last second because, of course, plot.
Oh, of course.
But no one gave a fuck. They all love Reki.
Fuck you guys. Okay. This episode was definitely good. Who's skating next? Snake and Snow?
No, you're not paying attention.
Yeah, you're really not.
Snake forfeited so that they can just go straight to finals with Adam and Snow.
He took the hit in the back of the head a couple times with the bat, protecting the flower girl, which I don't know if her name was ever said, was it?
I said Snake.
Yeah. Wait, Snake.
You're thinking of
Shadow.
Oh my god.
You said
Both of y'all
What?
thought of Shadow. I said Snake.
Yeah, and you just said
Oh, that's right.
Snake forfeited.
I guess I missed that part.
Yes, he just said, look, the whole thing is like, I forfeit because I believe Snow is the only one that can make you realize what skating's all about.
Oh yeah, that was
He
at the
did
end
that
of
on
the beat.
purpose.
Oh, this episode?
Yeah, this episode.
Oh.
Yes.
I walked out for a second because I had to take care of business.
But yeah, no, it's just now towards the finals.
Which is probably going to be a season finale on this one.
Which is next episode.
Yes. Because a lot of anime's either been stopping at 24, 13, or 12. And it's going to be episode 13.
There's no talk of a part 2.
Not yet.
Not a part 2. I should rephrase this. A 24 episode for this season. There's not a word about it, which if there is, they're keeping pretty good quiet about it.
Yeah, if they haven't said anything, there's a good chance that this is not a season finale. Or they're just keeping quiet about a season 2, and they will still keep this as a season finale. We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this one was definitely one of the top episodes for this season, for this season so far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You got anything else, Gus?
Nope.
Back Arrow.
Yeah. Back Arrow, I probably should say before we forget, did announce a second part to
I did see that.
the season.
Is that like right away, or did they say a time?
They didn't say a time. They did confirm. Basically, all they said in their post is like Back Arrow is not done in episode 12. They're continuing it with the second part of it, but there's no.
So they're like almost taking like a season break.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we just was the last one then?
No.
Did you? So is there 13?
No. They said there's going to be 24. That's what I meant with the second part.
So okay.
Yeah, like what Lion said earlier, that anime's either doing 12 episodes or 24 episodes.
So basically what they're saying on Back Arrow is that they're going to do 24, but they're probably going to take a season break.
Yeah.
And then come back.
They didn't really specify too much on their post, but...
So we'll see next week.
Yeah.
And see what happens. Or they might take like a week break like they've been doing here lately, and then the week after come out with the 13th episode.
Because right now they're going against My Hero Academia, which, fuck. Good luck competing against that unless you're Dragon Ball or Boruto if you're just starting.
Yeah.
Actually, Boruto's not as popular as you think it is.
That's true.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. A
Um.
lot of people have just really just don't give a shit anymore as much.
Yeah. So with this one, I don't know. I guess I just wasn't really paying attention on Back Arrow.
There was just more fighting than talking, honestly.
Yeah. Well, it kind of seems like Shu had a plan behind a plan from the little bit I saw.
Well, I mean, that's nothing different, but yeah.
That's just the way it seemed to me.
To me, this episode felt more about the one girl. I feel like I should know her name.
Elsha?
Elsha, yeah. That felt like it was more about her this episode.
She didn't really do anything, though.
Well, she got tortured. That's it. To, like, test her worth of her conviction.
Oh, no. Then that's not her. It's Ren.
Ren. Yeah.
Well, when the pricks? Yeah. When she was speared into the wall at the beginning, I thought...
You mean Prax?
Yeah, Prax.
Or
I want to
Prax.
call them that now. Hey, you pricks, get back to work.
When she was speared... No, you're good. Like, when she was speared against the wall, I actually thought her brother was going to join in, finally.
No.
We did not see him at all this episode, did we?
Well, no, we saw him at the very beginning, but that was it.
That was like a recap. That's all that was.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, here's what happened last episode. War started. You're caught up.
Yeah, there wasn't really much on this one. It's like, it was mostly action, so with this one, you would actually have to sit down and watch it.
Well, there was the fusion.
There was that.
Fusion!
Yay, another fusion in another anime.
Which feels kind of cheap, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of, we're not done with the general. We're not done with General Kai, so we'll just do fusion.
Basically.
And then Arrow had his old spasm with his arm.
Yep.
And now the wings are starting to become cheap, too, because you get wings, and now you get wings.
I know, right? They were
Everybody gets wings.
They said the one person, there's only one, like, mech, basically, with wings, and now everyone
I
has
understood Back Arrow getting it because... He's the
plot.
He's the hero, of course, but now the fucking general and her Ren and Fusion wings. I'm like, you get wings, and now you get wings.
Well, yeah, but for him to have wings, he has a few. So.
But yeah, but still,
like, it's like they mixed up the plot.
Like
yeah.
No, I'm saying like the flying just feels like, all right, everyone, yeah, it's not as special anymore. Everyone can fucking fly now.
Yeah, you just gotta have a different conviction than someone else, and then bam, you can fly.
Yeah.
It was interesting that Ren was able to like evolve, like her bright height. Also.
Yeah.
Like I did not think that would be possible, but
well, her conviction did change.
Yeah,
being tortured. Essentially, that's all it was. She was definitely tortured.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna really try and go into much on that one. Other than those. Like we said, this one was just mostly action, so it's like you kind of had to watch it.
Yeah. That's all it is. If you enjoy good fight scenes, go watch it.
Yeah. So, before we get into the other two that ended this week, My Hero Academia came back.
Yeah, and My Hero came in big today.
It did.
The new season started, and the first ever trailer for the new movie came out today.
I would have to watch the trailer, but just besides that, did you watch the intro?
I did.
All of those new costume designs?
Yeah.
That we're going to eventually get through the season? I can't wait. Some of them actually look really good.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Didn't they say this season's going to be more about Class 1B?
They're going to be included into it, yeah.
I don't know if they're going to be more of the focus, but they're going to be...
I'm not saying the focus.
They're going to be... They're going to have more, yes, more screen time.
Yeah.
This episode was good for a season premiere, but it does get a little annoying that they always have to now start with the quick introduction of each one. I get it. It's like a little refresher if you keep forgetting, but like.
It gets a little annoying because even in
if
like
you're one
the
of those
episodes
people that like to binge watch the entire franchise at one point, which there are people out there who do that, you will get fucking pissed.
Well, besides that, it's like with the fights, it's like, okay, every time we're in a fight, I'm gonna post up real quick on what my ability is, and then
there's just like some asshole out there with a quirk that his quirk is explaining everything. He just pauses time. Fucking fuck that dude.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's the fucking that's one of the teachers. It's one of the teachers who's doing the narrating of that. I forgot his fucking the one with the fucking like
the speakers.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's Mike something. I remember that.
Yeah, we'll just say that.
Yeah.
But is that person? It's not just a random guy with a quirk. It's just him, just narrating.
That's what it feels like at some point.
Yeah, it does get a little annoying, and it gets a little tedious about like constantly going over the same.
The only thing I learned from that little recap is their hero names. That was it. That's
Bakugo still doesn't have a hero name. It's just labeled unknown. That's all I basically learned.
I don't even think he really cares. He's
he wants
you can
to be
know
King
my real name.
Explosion Murder. That's what he wants to be.
No.
You're not wrong.
No.
But Ghost disagrees with you.
No. I'm just saying.
That what Midnight said. No, that's too violent. Think of the children.
What children?
All the children that look up to heroes. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's gonna be a good example. Mommy, I want to be like King Explosion Murder. Just you wait. The number one hero. What's the hero's name? King Explosion Murder. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. And then we got a little recap of what happened the last season at the end.
Just Endeavor bullshit.
Yeah. It was still a good fight though.
It was, but like honestly, I fast forward through.
Yeah.
I had to skip it because I wanted them to like move along with it, and I was like, I've already seen this because I watched the last episode before I watched this one to do a little recap, and I was like, fuck, I just watched it. Fast forward, get me through this bullshit.
Yeah.
You kind of walked away too soon. There was an after credit scene.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was.
Oh.
Okay. Would you like to say if you got so down?
Well, I mean, like I kind of forgot about it too until you said something.
Oh my god.
So
it was the aftermath.
Bad.
I'm sorry.
You walked away from a plot point in the first episode. You know better.
My bad.
What is the rules? You don't walk away on the first episode. Oh, you son of a bitch. Basically, at the end, Dobby came up and met with Endeavor for the first time and Hawks. And then there was a scene where Hawks met up with Dobby, and like I'm assuming it's the new hideout for the League of Villains.
Okay. So they're still around.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they be?
Oh, it just because this is like a little aimed towards 1B. It's like you kind of keep them in the background for the time being.
Well, they can't just sit there and do nothing.
Well, I'm not saying do nothing, but kind of have them in the background until whenever you're ready to actually start going back towards the whole villain or aspect of everything. Since that's what they always tend to do is like, oh, we're going to do this part of one season, and then we're going to go to this in the other part of the season.
I'm actually curious if a fan theory, or if it is true or not at this point because of manga, if Dobby is a secret son of his.
Of Endeavor's? Probably.
Yeah.
Like, he used Todoroki's mother like crazy to breed children just to get the perfect one.
Well, like that's what I'm hoping. Like if I don't know if it's fan theory at this point or like if manga already covered it.
I think it's fan theory because I see a lot.
Well,
of
the
manga's
pretty far ahead.
Yeah, but like it's hard to because a lot of people use their fan theory as like the actual canon, which is hard to keep track of a lot of the times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since this was just basically a recap and kind of like re-showing everybody, was there anything else?
Of the episode?
Yeah.
Not really.
So
just everyone showing their abilities
again,
and just to recover who they are. I mean,
that's all this really was.
And Bakugo still being Bakugo, ruining them.
Yeah, pretty cool fucking smoke screen of a skull.
Yeah, that was funny because everyone's reaction.
Yeah, I actually really did like this season's like opening scene.
Yeah,
they made Midnight a little thirsty.
They did.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, somebody get the repellent.
So now we're down to the last two.
Last two?
Yes.
I thought we were just talking about one of the two.
I said before the last two, My Hero Academia.
Oh.
Because the last two ended this week also.
Yeah, it's true.
So I was just kind of saving those for last. Yeah. First one, Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm still catching up.
Jesus Christ, boy.
So...
I did the work. What on you?
He kind of has you there.
Fuck you.
This one was pretty good. Like, the only other news about this on top of the episode that for this week is that this has been confirmed for a movie.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't said when it's coming out yet, but it's been confirmed though. But this week episode, they defeat the two brothers.
And there's three.
And there's three total. We defeat the two youngest ones. The oldest is still alive, but he was with the other cursed villains. So they fight. Basically, they were poisoned, and the way the villains put it is that if their blood gets on you, it's almost like acid.
Mm.
To where you only have like a certain amount of time to live. By morning, you would be nothing but bone. But basically, it's supposed to cause so much pain that you wouldn't want to fight or move. And these two were just like, whatever. Like
what was her fucking name? The crazy bitch. Because she is crazy.
No, dude, she was like full out, like, she just grabbed one of her nails and like stabbed it right through her wrist.
Because since their blood is now in her system, her technique works, as long as it's a part of you, it will affect you regardless. So yes, now she's freaking stabbed herself with the nails so that they will also get affected too. So now they gave them the options like, all right, you can either release this technique of yours, or I'm just gonna keep fucking doing this. Yeah,
basically the way she played it, we're gonna play chicken now.
Basically.
And see who does it first. So she's stabbing herself. The main character, he's doing his thing where he's fighting, and he uses Black Flash and the, I guess like the middle brother, I guess is what he was.
The one with no face?
No, the one with the face, the really creepy one. I guess he was like the middle brother. The one that had the face on the back.
I can't really tell you who's from youngest to oldest.
Yeah, well, if he's the middle one, he was even confused about the Black Flash technique, because he was like, what was that flash of black? Because, like, while she used her ability, he was using that fighting the other one, and then they flopped, and then they started tag teaming. Was it the blue one? The blue monster?
What about it?
Like, did they tag team up against him?
No, they just switched places.
Yeah.
Which is a very cool, like, especially how the background music really captivated what was going on.
And the use of the transition and the
use of editing was pretty good too. They do a pretty good job with the double team fights. They do a pretty good job with that too.
There's three top ones. This one, episode 12, where it's the main character and the sensei, and then the Oogie Boogie tag team fight. Those were the top three so far. But they finally killed the two. We finally get to see her, like, I guess you could say ultimate technique, where it's like an instant kill for her. And then
That was just one of her normal techniques.
it almost seemed like an ultimate technique.
Wait, you mean
the
the snap?
Yeah.
Oh no, she's shown that before. It's just that the brothers didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah, because she looked at the one that was getting away, and she was like, "I haven't shown you this yet." It was just like, "Oh, okay."
Just gonna Thanos your ass. Cause that.
So
Now we're balanced.
basically, but after all that happens, they meet up with their teammate that passed out at the bridge after getting the finger back.
You know about the finger if you're watching it, right?
Yeah.
You know about so yeah, they recover a finger even though, and then there was still debate if the main character Itadori should still be eating them at this point because they don't know how many he can handle himself before the demon or the curse king actually starts taking over his body more. So he kept telling it, "Oh, don't eat the finger, and then his fucking hand finger.
Yeah, the demon came through his hand and like ate it.
It's like whale shit. What is that? Like 3 or 4 fingers for him?
3.
Is it 3? Honestly, I've lost count.
Yeah, I would have to go back and look, but I think it's 3. But yeah, he ate the finger. They went back. We had a whole small transition of everything between the curse monsters, all the students, because now these first years have actually gotten like special grades with their whole thing of jujitsus, and the other 3 that were part of the Panda group, they're like, since they're finally out of the hospital, they're like, all right, now we got to train so we don't get left behind. Because like all the first years are like, I guess like highly skilled this year.
Yes.
And what they usually have came out to.
So far, they've been the only one we've seen that fucking mission and doing all the work. So yes.
Yeah, and it basically before we got to the very end, they're like, all right, so what would you call her? The lady that was at the desk talking to the other 2. I guess like, I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
At the desk.
Remember the scene with Toru and then the white-haired chick talking to the person at the desk? Was that the old man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was the principal.
Yeah. They were talking to him and was like, we recommend this team and this team. To be first
grade.
Yeah.
Because at this point, everything is kind of like graded in their system, like from weapons to the cursed spirits to themselves. Like basically, what's your fucking rank? And, it goes from like 4th grade, I think, into special grade, and they're recommending these students into 1st grade now.
Yeah, they're just like, all right, let's just, with everything they've proven, let's just put them up here now, because they've basically proven it from the trial competition between the higher ups and the lower grades, and then basically just from these last few fights that we've seen. And then the very end scene, they basically get called by their sensei, and then they're like, all right, time to go on a very like top secret mission that he could talk over the phone about. And then it just kind of ends there, because she was like, why now? And he's like,
and he does his shit all the time.
Yeah, it's like there's always work to do, so what's really any different between now and any other time? Nah, this is just sensei.
He's a dick. He does this to us all the time.
So then it shows all 3 of them together walking, and then it just cuts out. Until we get season 2, whenever the hell that is.
More likely it would be like in a year or 2.
Yeah, well, I feel like the way this ended, it's going to kind of be like Demon Slayer, to where the movie's going to take place after season 1, and then after the movie.
I'm going to yank this.
That's fine. And then like after basically what happens in the movie is going to go right into season 2. That's how I kind of feel this is going to go.
Okay.
Especially with how much hype this anime got, especially after last year's anime rewards.
Yeah.
Well, that's really about it on me.
Yeah, that was the whole episode. So Down but not least,
Ruby.
everybody dies.
Well, there is a warning before the episode starts saying, warning, this episode contains death and maybe too mature for people and something else.
Really? I thought it was the same fucking warning for flashing lights. I'm like, I didn't even. I just skimmed through it because I'm like, is this the same fucking warning for flashing lights?
No, it legit warned you about death.
They really warned you about death and how people might get like freaked out about it.
Yeah, and I'm guessing only.
I have
that
never
because of the one scene.
I have never seen anyone being warned about. It's like, hey, there's be allowed death.
Well, other than like 2 scenes, it's like.
Well, like I can see why they put it up because there's only like one semi-gruesome scene.
I feel like that one is like, there's gonna be a lot dying. Don't send us death threats, okay?
We're not an Attack on Titan, I swear.
We're just doing this for story. Please bear with us.
Well, like this episode was like really emotional because it was just like
everyone's falling.
Everyone.
Yeah. I think. Shit. It's so hard to keep counting who fell down. I think the only one that didn't fell was Blake. Am I right?
No, everyone fell. So everyone on Team Ruby fell, and the only one that fell on
Juniper.
John's team?
Yeah, Juniper.
Oh, okay. Was John?
Yeah.
Because the other 2 were already through the portal helping fight and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then
fucking John. He did not deserve that.
Penny.
She dead as fuck. Officially.
Dead, like officially.
She died once, but like she was savable then.
That felt kind of cheap, honestly. Like they just had to kill her just to give Winter the actual maiden powers.
And that's the
even though they just brought her back.
Yeah.
That felt a little, I don't know. I didn't know.
Played out.
Yeah. I don't know. I just
that Winter maiden powers is the only reason why she won against Ironwood. Ironwood was kind of kicking her ass if he could actually get shot throughout that fight. It was a good fight.
Oh, it was an amazing fight. It
did feel like that cannon weighed him down compared to like his last fight against the scientist. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, like if he would have lost the cannon and just did it with the pistols, it probably would have been more aimed for him than
Boy, smack it, not flying away.
It fell down dead.
Yeah, but no, he's not dead.
Oh my god, it's a mosquito.
Yeah, you just fucking smack it. Oh my god.
It's a mosquito eater. He eats mosquitoes. Anyways.
What was I going to say? I don't quite understand what John did to connect Penny and Winter for them to do the whole transition.
You know, okay, so you remember, I think it was season 3, when Crow said, if the powers go to a man, it goes to a random person anywhere.
But that wasn't random.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Penny had to think about Winter. She asked John to kill her so she can think about Winter in that moment.
So John killed Penny.
Yeah. Why do you think his sword was all bloody?
I thought he stabbed himself.
No.
That's what I'm asking. I'm trying to understand what
Penny was a human at that point.
Yes, I know that.
Okay, so Penny asked John to kill her right then and there, so in that exact moment she can only think of Winter, so Winter can get the Winter Maiden. Not anyone else, not Ruby, not Nora, not anybody else, just Winter.
Okay. Well, that's why. Thank you for the understanding. Now I understand.
That's why John cried.
Because I thought it was like a John special ability. I'm like, wait, what?
No. John was crying because that was technically his first human kill ever that he did. That's basically not grim.
Yeah.
But it had to be done.
Yeah, it had to be done. He had to kill a friend and his first human.
Wow, that was a Crow story? I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, Crow explained how the maiden powers work. The maiden has to think
about
it's been
so long since the Crow thing.
I was actually on the... my mindset was like John being a maiden. I'm like, whoa, what?
No, they said males can't be maidens at all.
Well, that's where my imagination was going. I'm like, whoa, what?
I see what you're saying with like it has been so long because Crow explained this to Kira way back in season 3 that they can think about anybody they want, but it's a lot easier if they control it.
I need to go back to that footage because yeah.
And then the nuclear bomb.
Yeah,
that was brutal. I'm sorry. Even though
I didn't know you, I respect your sacrifice.
I forget his name honestly a lot. I think of him as fucking go gadget monk.
Even though I don't know you, I respect your sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Of course, at the last minute, whenever like the big hulking girl, I don't remember her name either, said to the rabbit girl, "You're our friend." Friend? Okay, now I'm switching sides. What the fuck?
I wanted to beat my head in, to be honest.
Yeah, it was like
I was just like, seriously, after everything she did?
You were a dick throughout this entire season, and now because somebody said you're a friend, you're good.
Power
the power
friendship,
of
man.
friendship is bullshit.
For anime, yes.
Yeah.
Because it works in so many different ways, and it's just annoying.
I should point this out. I don't know if you guys seen this, but like way back during the break, there was a contest for Ruby and Full Sail University that they would allow a fan-made Grimm to come into this season and the next season, and we got to see it, the little scorpion Grimms.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, so that was the first scene of the new Grimm. That's technically the first ever fan-made thing that made it into the show.
Well, yeah, with the way the next season's gonna go, yeah, it would make sense because of where they're at.
Yeah.
And then, other than what we already said that happened, the ending.
Yeah, because of fucking everything fell through. The one thing that was told not to do, don't fall in, and there was civilians, Team Ruby, John, Neo fell in, and Ruby Scythe. But Ruby Scythe, the reason why that was so important is because the Scythe fell in separate than Ruby, and we got to see the Scythe in like what I'm going to call it a different dimension.
Well, I mean,
I feel like it's either a different dimension or it's just going to be somewhere on Earth but away from everybody.
Well, they're not Earth. Remember, it's Remnant.
Oh my god. It's Earth.
It's Remnant.
Whatever.
Do I need to pull it up and bring the
No.
SmackDown?
No. It's already a headache to try and remember every single fucking anime and what they call Earth.
Well, that's true.
when you really think about it, even though he says don't fall, he didn't really say you would die. It's just what everyone's interpretation was from what it was looking at, because they were fucking disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were disappearing into the abyss.
Whatever this, it looks like a tropical island to me. First of all, so
yeah, I feel like they're gonna get like.
This is gonna be an episode of Lost.
Fuck! They're there for 8 seasons. Damn it.
I feel like that's actually what's gonna be, because they're going to be stuck on this island trying to figure out how to get off.
Well, we figure out the next season's plot. You're stuck on an island. Last episode, you're free.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
And
well,
now
it'll be interesting to see how it goes, though.
Salem now has two of the relics.
The lamp and the staff.
And cinder.
How long was it until you can ask the genie questions again?
100 years.
Oh shit! Yeah, we'll never see that shit again then.
Yeah. Well, it's like, besides all that...
And Cinder killed fucking Watts.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I almost forgot about him.
Yeah, it's a real forgettable thing, because they only show like
it was like
shadow beam.
It was just like, yeah, it was like a flash, but like, he dead. Or...
He dead as fuck.
Assume dead.
Well,
the reason I say assume that is because, he looked trapped, but he could have gotten out.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Well, even the general was like, what did you get out of this? Their world set on fire. It was just like, wait. Okay.
Well, Stud, do you think Ironwood's dead?
No,
I think he was just left there at this point.
What the fuck can he do at this point? Salem's back. She got both relics. Atlas fucking plummeted and got flooded.
So if he didn't die, he's trapped. Mm-hmm. And if he did die, then kudos, because
crazy guy.
I hope he died, because...
Why? Because he was a dick one season?
He was a complete until asshole.
This season...
He betrayed everybody.
This season, and only this season, he was a dick. True, last season he was the dick, but only like the last couple episodes. But he was pretty cool the rest of the way. Season 2, 3,
Well, okay, yeah, he was actually like having the best interest in though. It's like at this he completely turned evil.
Yeah.
It's like if he is still alive, it's like do not trust
He didn't
him
really,
and leave him.
he didn't turn evil. He just really had a strong opinion of what.
He got tired of losing.
Well, everyone gets
and
tired
then
of losing.
he just had his own idea of what it is that his own idea of like Salem leaving them alone, and that was he just wanted. As his semblance stated, he was hyper focused on that ideal.
Yeah. Screw his ramblings.
I don't think there was. I can't think of anything else for the episode.
No, that was really about it. The only thing I was actually going to ask, since the next death battle came out, how did you feel about it? Since I know it was one of your favorite characters, Shadow.
Oh, we didn't talk about that? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. That's the only reason I'm asking about it.
I knew. I didn't know Shadow was going to win, but I'm glad
you
he
were
did.
debating until like the day of the episode.
Okay, here was my thing. I had to go for my boy Shadow because I just loved him more.
I just went with Ryuko.
But I said like I didn't think he was gonna win, but I'm glad he won. But I would not have been sad if he lost. That was my thing.
Yeah.
But I'm glad he won.
I really didn't know who was gonna win because it was just like I like these two characters, but So.
Nah, I kind of knew Shadow was gonna win. Just because of how stupid overpowered he is.
Well, I remember how stupid overpowered he was, but against her, I was just kind of like, you know what?
Well, it also didn't really.
I'll leave it coin toss in the air.
It also didn't help with like the last episode before this. Like you said it yourself, they kind of bullshit on the math with Yoda versus Mickey. With Mickey's power.
Yeah, the comparisons of what they use for Mickey, that was a little.
I agree with that. They do that shit a lot. That's why.
But this time they were pretty.
They're accurate at times, but there's a good amount of times where they're just like, okay, we're not going to do the math. We're going to do someone else's math and then say that's this person. So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But like I said before,
this episode I would say they're on point.
But
even though I don't know much about Shadow.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like, even though that what they did for Mickey and Yoda was bullshit, I just came across to it as like, Mickey is his overlord anyway. I own you, bitch.
All hail Emperor Mickey.
Basically.
But yeah, I was glad Shadow won.
Yeah.
My boy Shadow.
And then the next episode. What was it?
Who was it?
Lex Luthor and Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
I really know more about Dr. Doom, so I can't say.
I know more about
Lex Luthor is just basically Batman, but evil.
No, he's more mech suits. That's all he is.
Batman, but villain.
Yeah. But
he's super rich, villain, and he used mechs to fight with kryptonite in it.
Yeah, but he only uses mechs.
Brian, don't start this conversation. Oh God.
That's it.
Oh God.
We're an hour and a half into the show. Get the fuck out. He only uses mechs.
Oh God. You're really gonna do this. You're really gonna do this. You're really gonna throw this shit to the Batman fanboy here.
Oh, this is going to piss off every other DC person, too, so...
Yeah, they'll get pissed off no matter what. They're my people. I don't give a fuck. I'll help voice them.
I don't care. Marvel's superior.
Oh, God.
We got hotter actors for this.
Okay.
Batwoman.
I don't know who played it.
I don't know who played it. She's old now, but it's definitely better. And Poison Ivy. Just that movie alone.
Which one?
What do you mean which one? The only live action from like the 90s.
Oh, the Batman and Robin?
Yeah. Yeah, we ain't getting into an hour-long debate on that. That's a one day.
But
did you explain we're not doing the other two?
Well, I just wasn't really going to go into them.
We'll
so the two that we didn't talk about, we'll talk more about next week because of time, and then we didn't watch the episodes, so with 3 episodes or with 3 shows being done, we'll have a little bit more time.
Yeah.
So
we'll cover this week's episode and next week's episode with them. We just gotta be more consistent with time. The only other
I'm
thing,
actually getting that figured out because yesterday was my fault.
Yeah.
So
bitch.
next week would definitely be a little bit better on my part.
Yeah. The only other thing I got before I'm officially done with this episode is the My Hero Academia movie's official name is World's Heroes First. That's
interesting.
And they already spoiled so much with the trailer.
Well,
I won't say it, but like if you watch it with translation, you will be spoiled. Just watch it with no translations.
Yeah. Well, anything from you, Ghost?
I need to get back to Monster Hunter. I can't stop thinking about it.
Well, I guess that's where we're ending it.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to YouTube.
So as Weekly said, don't forget to like, subscribe. We're on Facebook and YouTube now. I'm going to try and get an Instagram page up.
I'm trying to get the Discord going for us.
So we'll have that here soon. We'll let you know as soon as we get those up.
It's a slow process if you want it done correctly.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say about it.
Yeah. But as always, I am Lionel to my left.
I'm Weekly's Death.
To my other left.
Yes. Well, here, Ghostblade signing out.
And as always, stay nerdy.